Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. No. Alright, we're in an area that essentially works like the world map, but it's another part of the Great Glacier. It's lots of snow. And what you can do is the camera's going to move on you every few moments. It'll turn about 90 degrees. So you can put these little sticks down so you know which way you're going. What I'll do is I'll keep these sticks, I just put it down every once in a while. When the wind blows, I'll stop moving. Then I keep the sticks going. Now you might have seen a cave appear over here. We actually want to visit this cave. Let's go inside. We can go over here in this cave, pick up this all materia. Very nice. Alright, we'll use this as a checkpoint now. Once the snow stops, we'll start moving south again. Putting down poles every few moments, wait when the wind turns. Alright, now let's keep going. Kind of going roughly in a southerly direction. The southerly direction being the way we were facing when we left the cave. Alright, let's follow these. Now I believe the timer, the pass-out timer, resets when after you visited the Holzoff's cabin. Alright, we are now at the hot springs. Okay, so where we came from is we came from the checkmark, which is Holzoff's cave, and we went to the hot springs. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the path back to the spiky cliffs, down to the tree, and then I'm going to go from the tree over to this log that you see that's going across this little river here. That's my next destination. I think the place that I'm looking for is actually over way on the left-hand side of the screen among all those hut-looking things. I think that's where I need to go next. That's what I was looking for when I went into that cave on the right-hand side of the screen. I think I went to the wrong place. I know I went to the wrong place. So I'm going to try to go to the right place this time, which I think is all the way over on the left, which is why I'm going to take that trip around. Now, when we were on that big world map part of the thing where I was using to put down the poles every time I pressed OK, if I had gone a little bit more to the left as I was going south, I would have ended up heading on the path toward those huts that I was talking about. Alright, pretty soon we should be approaching the tree. And when we get to the tree, we're going to go due west. Alright, continuing down here. Now we're at the tree. Okay, we want to go due west now. Because from the tree, we want to head toward that log you see it there near the river. So, alright. Now, the tree that I'm pointing at is obviously, that I was referring to as the bigger tree. There's a small kind of dead-ish looking tree on the lower left-hand side. That's not where we are. We were at the bigger tree that was kind of in the middle of the map, a little bit to the right of the center of the map. Alright, after that battle, my my last restored materia, I think it's my last one, leveled up. Therefore, we should have 3 fully restored. One more left. Sid's materia has only got 9 AP left, but Cloud's leveled up, so now we have 2 cure materias that now have Curaga. Sid's about to level his up as well. It only requires 9 more AP, and he will have leveled up his. Now you can see we're at the log, and we can go 2 directions. We can go due west, or we can go kind of northwest. I want to go due west right now. So that would mean I want to go probably this way. Even though this isn't directly due west, this should still lead the direction I want to go. Because I want to head to those huts over on the far left-hand side of the map. Alright, let's cross through here. We've pretty much explored the entire right-hand side of the map, so now we need to explore the left. Once I get through with the hut area, I'll go south to that kind of dead tree. As predicted, Sid's restore materia leveled up, so now all 3 of our restore materials now have Curaga. Okay, we're now at the huts that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. Where I want to go is, I believe, I want to go around this little area here, and I want to go in here. Alright, let's go up here and pick this up. We get an elixir. There's a couple new enemies we haven't encountered yet. These guys are called Lessaloploths. Managed to get all that out in one word. We're going to unload our best fire skills on them, of course. They look like ice creatures versus considering they just cast ice on us. Okay. I didn't find what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on down toward this kind of this tree right here. That's looks kind of deadish. My only place I have left to look is I may need to go back to the spiked cliff over on the far right hand side of the map and see if I can find what I'm looking for there. I'm looking for something specific, and when I find it, I'll let you know what it is. So let's continue. Let's see if we can reach that tree first, though. There we go. Or more specifically, the dead tree. Yes, I am looking for something. I'm looking for a specific person. A person that will give me a summon materia. This is actually something that I haven't done but one time before. And that's why I'm not entirely sure about how to do it. Because I've only done it successfully once. Okay, here we are at the dead tree. Fucking battles. No encounter should be nice right now. Okay, as you can see, here's the dead tree. Look at the map, you can tell where we are. There's the tree that kind of matches it there. Alright, we're going to head to the west now. Or to the east, rather. Damn it, it's the wrong button. So we should head this way. And I want to head all the way over to the... I've been to everywhere except one other spot. I know that this person I'm looking for is not in this other spot. So I'm going to try the spiked cliff one more time. Or try the spiked cliff. If what I'm looking for is not there, I'm going to have to look it up. But I'm fairly certain, considering with the process of elimination that I've already done, it wasn't where I first saw it, or I first thought it would be, because that's the path that leads out of the area. That's where I thought this person was at first. It's a female I'm looking for. And she obviously was not at the huts that we just left. So I'm going to try to work my way back around to the spiked cliff. This is, by the way, this is another place you could have landed. This pile of trees here. This is another place you could have landed off of the ski jump. We would be right about in the middle of this pile of trees you see at the bottom of the screen between the sign and the dead tree. We're right in there somewhere. So I'm going to save you guys a little bit of trouble of watching me do all this traveling, and I'll meet you guys at the spiked cliff. Damn it. Okay. I'm thinking about the spiked cave, the spiked mountains again. This is where I need to be. If we go up here into this cavern here, there's what we're looking for. This is where I was looking for. Okay. This is at the spiked cavern, the spiked cliff wall, by the way. All the way on the right-hand side of the screen. What you need to do is you need to go to the hot springs. Dip your hand in the hot springs, then come back to the cliff, the spiky cliff, and then talk to this lady here. And while it gives you boss music, she's not really a boss. It's just another one of these snows. So if you want to if you want to steal another circlet, you can steal it from this one. The snow is no different from the snows that we've encountered so far. It has the same stats. I don't know why it's a boss music. I don't know if they meant to put a stronger enemy in here or what. But you can only get this battle if you go to the hot springs and then dip your hand in it. Alright, let's do beta. Luckily, I believe that any of Vincent's transformed limit forms, I think they are immune to nearly all status ailments. I've never seen one be poisoned. I know they can't be confused. I'm pretty sure they can be confused. So I'm pretty sure they're immune to most, if not all, status ailments. Alright, with that done, She disappears, and we get the Alexander materia. This is another summon materia. This is one of the more rare materias because honestly, I played this game I played it a lot of times. I played this game a lot of times. And up until extremely recently, I did not know about this particular battle, this particular materia. I didn't know this was here. I've only done this part of the mission, this part of the game, twice. And I played this game probably easily over 20 times. From start to finish. So... That's rare to me. That's rare. Okay. With that done, I am now going to go ahead and try to go all the way across the map again. And this time, I want to go to the upper left-hand corner where you see it looks kind of like a half face, or maybe like you see this much of the face. The upper left cornermost icon. That's what I'm going to head to. That's the only place I haven't been on this glacier yet. And then we'll head back to Holzhoff's cabin, save, heal up, and we'll proceed on with the main storyline. So I'll meet you guys at that destination, at that little that mask thing. Here's a new enemy here. We haven't seen this guy before. This guy is called a Magnade, whatever. He's kind of a unique enemy. He's got pretty powerful attacks. I think he's pretty strong physically. He'll throw those discs in his arms at you, and they'll do quite a bit of damage. But I've usually only seen him in groups of one, maybe sometimes two, but that's all. Okay, meet you at that last destination. Okay, clearly I was wrong about where the location of that lady's cavern was, because you can clearly see I'm at the spiked cliff now. The way I got there, which I didn't realize, I thought I was in the right place, which I was. Again, I've only done that part of this game twice, so I'm not 100% familiar with it. But how I got there this time was I was at Holzhoff. I passed out once again and revived back at Holzhoff's cabin, and then I went through that large snow area where you had to put down the poles so you didn't get lost. And instead of going due south, I went very south and very east from where you spawn when you first spawn. You're facing down. I went down into the right-hand side of the screen, very, very sharp angle, and eventually I made it to that location that you saw, where the cave was. That is clearly not the spike wall cliff, but as you can see, here's the spikes here. That area is obviously not on the map. The area where the lady was that got us the Alexander materia. So, those of you who may know that particular side quest, if you will, that little detail, if those of you who know it a little bit better can give better instructions and better detail about how to find that, feel free to leave in the comments below. But I can tell you that from my experience, step one is obviously you have to interact with the hot springs in the middle of the map, and then I guess go all the way to the north of the map through the into the large area where you put down the poles because the camera turns on you, and I guess go all the way directly to the right and keep going right until you reach that particular mountain range where her cave is. That's the best description I can give you. And then obviously fight her, kill her, and then boom, you got the Alexander materia. The Alexander materia is a summon materia. I guess I can show that real fast here. It is a summon materia. There's right there. And it has the element of holy. Now, holy is kind of like wind. It's another rare element. It's not an element that we can pick up a materia for. As far as I'm aware, Alexander is the only materia, is the only way you can actually use the holy element in this game. Whereas like Chocobo, well, Chocomog actually is not the only way that you can cast wind, I don't think, but actually I went the wrong way to go up. Oh, I'm up there anyway, I guess it didn't matter. Alexander is the only way you can cast holy magic. Now, honestly, I don't know what the what the opposite of holy magic is. I really don't know. Because some of it makes sense. The opposite of fire is ice, ice and fire, water and thunder, that kind of thing. I don't know what the opposite of holy is, if there even is one, because as far as I know, there's no darkness element. There's no true dark element, and that's what I think would counter holy. Okay, you can see in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, the kind of half face of the mountain. We are now here at the face. I don't believe there's any items here we can pick up, but this is kind of another landmark that you can use to find your way around. So now we know we're in the upper left-hand corner of the map. We keep going this way. Keep going this way. There we go. We can now head across here. And eventually we'll be back on the big map where we have to put down those poles so we don't get lost. We have to go through three of these screens. Okay, now we're on the map we need. Now we just go due north. And here we are at Holzolf's cabin. So, let's go ahead and head inside real quick. After that last battle, before we got here to his cabin, let me go ahead and hit the save point. Before we actually got to the cabin, Sid's ice materia leveled up. So now even though it's not really going to be much use to us, as far as casting, we now have Blizzaga. So we now have all of our magic materia that we're going to use leveled up to their maximum, with the exception of Comet, which is also Poison, which isn't really that important either. As far as our normal casting magic, all of them have reached their maximum skills that they're going to get. They still need to be mastered, but they've gotten all the skills they're going to get, with the exception of Comet. We haven't gotten level 2 a skill on that one yet, which I believe is right there. So we still got a little ways to go for that one. Alright, so let me go ahead and go ahead and throw down a tent. Everybody leveled up, or get everybody health maxed out. My equipment's still fine. I'm going to save up, and then we're going to continue. We're going to actually continue with the storyline now and head up Gaia's Cliff. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm all saved up, ready to go. I don't believe there's anything we can actually get in here. We've already talked to him. Okay, we're ready to leave. And actually, this time, proceed on with the plot. We need to head up to Gaia's Cliff. We're going to go north from here. Now, you might remember in the last episode, when we first passed out, of course, Holzolf told us about keeping our body warmth up. Well, what we need to do is we're going to climbing the cliff here. As you can see, this number that appears here, 36 degrees. I'm hoping that's in Celsius, because I can't imagine somebody's body temperature being 35 degrees. What you want to do is every time you reach one of these platforms, you want to rapidly tap the switch key until you reach 38 degrees, which is as high as you can go. Then come over here to this flag, press OK, and continue climbing the mountain. You can't obviously warm up while climbing, and you don't really have to warm up at every platform, because it drops slow enough that you should be able to warm up every other platform maybe. But as you can see, there are enemies that you encounter. You usually only encounter them on platforms. These guys are called head bombers, by the way. So just keep casting your fire skills. You can't your temperature gauge will not decrease while you're in battle, so you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to pass out while in battle. I believe that if your temperature gauge drops below 27, I think that's when you'll pass out, and you have to start the cliff climb all over again. I'm going to go ahead and try just to keep it up at maximum. I'm always going to keep tapping every time we reach a platform. So, okay, go up here. Let's rapidly tap, right? Do our little fancy dance there. Climb the mountain some more. Another platform. Go over to the flag. Do our fancy dance. Fancy keep warm dance. 38 degrees, right? Let's climb. And just keep going up at this point. And you see we reach our first cavern. In we go. Once we go inside, you don't have to worry about keep getting warm anymore. You're not going to freeze. You don't have to worry about tapping the switch button to warm up. You're fine. This is basically a regular travel zone now. Still have enemies here, but you don't have to worry about keeping warm or anything. Alright, let's go up here this way. When you go through this little cavern here. But we have some new enemies because we are in a new area. Alright, we got these bat guys here. We've seen these guys before back in Evilheim. These guys are called Evil Heads. They're a little more irritating because they'll cast silence on your crew, on your party. Fortunately, silence is not affected by... limit breaks aren't affected by silence. But unfortunately, he is still silenced, as you can see. But it doesn't affect his skills, because he's still able to cast Beast Flare. And there we go. That Beast Flare is a fire ability, so that's the ability that's an example of an ability that if the enemies were resistant or will absorb fire, he will still sometimes cast that. His AI won't counter for that. So in other words, like if he comes across an enemy that is immune or resistant to fire, he will still cast it. He won't not cast it. I know that's a double negative, but you understand what I'm saying. Alright, let's go into this cavern here. Work our way up here. And there's some crystals blocking our path. We can't go any farther this way. But let's go down here. Go in here, and we go down this way into another battle. And we've seen these guys, so I'll just be right back. We go around this way, go around here, pick up this item over here. As you can see, it's a bit of a high encounter rate. Let me see something real quick. Make sure okay, alright. I've been using, the reason I was checking Vincent's limit break right there is I've been using Galleon Beast a lot over these last few battles, and I wanted to make sure that somehow I didn't miss the notification that he'd gotten the second limit break. I thought I was watching pretty closely, but he obviously hasn't yet. I receive a Javelin. That is a new weapon for Sid. Good thing he's already in our party. Let's see what that does. Javelin. It's double AP, 2 points less than damage, but it has paired slots, which is pretty nice considering what he's got. Although I don't really have much that I really need to work on. I'd like an elemental to get up there and be worked on, so... Who has the other elemental? Comet and AP Absorb would be good up, and that's up there too, so let's take those off. A fire elemental, okay. So he's resistant to fire, which right now is not a big deal because we don't have a whole lot of enemies that are doing fire damage to us. So let's alright. Let's go ahead and put that javelin on him. Let's take the poison added effect and put it down here on his armor. No, he's already got a ribbon, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Okay, so that's not okay. We're going to go ahead and put the Comet MP Absorb up there. So Comet and MP Absorb will both get MP, or both get double AP. I need to put enemy skill up here because he doesn't have multi-targeting magic. So put that enemy skill up there. Restore all. These aren't really needing of MP or AP, so let's put poison and added effect on there. Alright. Steel can change for what? How about lightning? Okay. He's already got a steel materia here. Okay, so one of these steel materials is not going to get MP, that's fine, or AP, that's fine. Ice elemental. Alright, let's take off this ice elemental. Oops. Take off this ice elemental. I'm going to put the elemental here so I can get double AP growth. And then I'm going to put restore all here, so we have multi-targeting healing on him. Enemy skills, multi-targeting magic, and fire just to be there, and poison added effect, comet, MP absorb, and elemental. Fire, restore, lightning, all. And I guess, he's already got a steel materia. Okay, we'll go lightning all here, even though he's already got lightning all. What if we put it here? Let's take out that lightning all. We'll go enemy skill, put all here. Take off this steel and put enemy skill in place of death blow, and I'll put death blow and ice. Okay, we can definitely drop this luck plus in materia. Okay, because Sid doesn't have anything I really can't do without. Fire, restore, poison, okay, that's fine. Okay, so range. That one steel materia doesn't get AP. That's fine. I don't care. Actually, which luck plus, which is magic plus doesn't have as much AP, so we'll put the luck plus on there, so I get more AP. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stay with Restore All for multi-targeting healing, Lightning All for multi-targeting lightning magic, as well as an enemy skill for multi-targeting magic, Steel, Fire Elemental, reduce fire damage, not really necessary, but he's already got elemental protection in other ways for two other elements. Lightning, Luck Plus, so he's got 2 lightning materia, just so they can both get AP, so I don't have any one particular materia that's going to get out leveled. And then Luck Plus is for the AP, along with the Steel, like I said. And then for double AP growth is going to be Poison, Added Effect, Comet, MP Absorb, and Elemental. The most important ones that I really wanted to gain the double AP for is the Elemental and the Comet. I don't really care too much if Poison gets its max level. I don't really care if Added Effect gets its max level either. It's mostly for the Comet and for the Elemental. Those are really the most important ones that I want to see the AP, because a lot of other materials are just fine. Restore All, again, for multi-targeting healing. Enemy skill for multi-targeting magic and fire. And then Vincent hasn't changed much. He's still multi-targeting healing with Restore All, Lightning All. He's got Fire All here. Death Blow, Ice just to gain AP on it. Steel, Manipulate, and Morph. So, not a whole lot of changes, but I don't really need the double AP anymore because I've got plenty of AP gained on the material that I want. But if it gives me the opportunity to use it, I'm going to put some material on there. Alright, with that done, let's go into this cave here, which is going to take us in here and around up here. I kind of go right now, and we'll come out of the cave, and we want to kick this rock. He kicks it over. It goes down. The rock goes into that cave there. Comes out the cave on the right. Breaks those crystals blocking our path. And off the cliff it goes. Whee! Now our path is clear. Let's return back through here. Down and into a fight. Okay, this guy is called a Stilva. This is an enemy we actually want to manipulate. So if I can, which I believe I can. Okay, it failed, but that's okay. It missed, which means it can't be manipulated. Well, there's the skill I wanted to get, Magic Breath. Or did we see Magic Breath? Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and manipulate him anyway, because I want to make sure that I've got them all. There we go. Okay, we got the enemy skill I was looking for, which was Magic Breath. Essentially, Magic Breath is multi-elemental, same power as Trine, Beta, and Aqualung. I want to make sure I got all the skills I want. Trine and Magic Breath, okay. As you can see, he's got Trine also. Basically, he's a recolor of the Materia Keeper that we fought way back in Mountain of Bell, but he's much stronger. So he's got Magic Breath, which we just learned, and if you didn't learn Trine off of the Materia Keeper, he has Trine here, so you can manipulate him and get Trine. So there's your chance to get 2 enemy skills that are very good. And like I said, Magic Breath is a good materia, is a good magic. It's multi-elemental and is the same power, is very powerful, equal to Beta, Aqualung, and Trine. So let's go ahead and show off Comet. I haven't shown off Comet yet. Go ahead, Sid. Boom! 2,600 damage. And even though it's a non-elemental magic, it's still magic, so it won't count as a physical attack, so it won't break any confusion or manipulate status. All right, let's continue on back around, back into here and out here, and we just backtrack to where we came. Go back around here and down. Alright, after that fight, the poison materia on Sid has leveled up. Here's where the crystals were, so now we're past that. We can go around this way, pretty much follow the path the rock went. Sid's poison materia leveled up, so now we have Bio, Biora, and Bioga, so we now have all 3 tiers of poison magic. And here's a new enemy, the one in the middle called a Zolo-Calter. Basically, he looks like a Hole Eater from Midgar, way back in Midgar. So again, nothing special to worry about here. Let's show off Magic Breath. Fire, Ice, Lightning, Elemental damage on all opponents. So it casts Fire, Ice, and Lightning all at the same time. Again, very powerful magic. Again, downside is if there's an enemy that is resistant or absorbs any of those elements, the attack will actually heal that target. Even if they're weak to fire but absorb ice, they'll still absorb the damage. Otherwise, it's very, very powerful material, very powerful magic. Alright, let's continue on back around here. And now I think we should be back outside. Oh, no, we got one more path to take. Go right up here, around here, and now we're outside. There we go. So, tap ourselves to keep, do a little fancy dance to keep warm. Oh, I went back inside. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Fancy dance to keep warm. Alright. Now we climb up. We now have options on paths to go. First path we want to take is up. Alright. Dance. Alright. Climb. This time we want to go right. Dance. Now climb. You want to make sure you climb at the right flag, not the left flag there. Otherwise, you end up going back the way you came. Alright. Dance time again. And you see what I mean by you don't have to really do the little warmy, shaky dance at every platform, because you can see it drops slow enough that you can probably climb the entire mountain and not really have to worry about doing any kind of dance to keep warm, because it really drops that low. The only way you can actually fail and end up passing out is if you stand in one spot and just let it drop all the way down until you pass out. I really don't think actually doing the dance at all is really necessary. But I want to make sure you guys knew, just in case you did take the time when you got lost, went the wrong way, you can actually go the right way and still stay warm. Alright, let's head up through here. As you can see these craters in the ground, well, those craters are going to lead us out of this area, because you can see down there, there's a path that is way down low. That path is too low for us to climb, so we need to go through that cave at the top end of the screen. Well, as you can see also in the upper left-hand corner, there's a treasure box. We want that treasure box too. But first, I'm going to save. Alright, I'm saved up and ready to go. I'm going to go down around to the right, down underneath this little path here and go to the right, and we're going to find a way to get this lake full of icicles raised up so we can cross into that cavern up ahead, and I'll show you all of that in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the links at the end of this video for more of my videos, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.